Hey guys, how's it going? Thanks for coming and hanging out with me and stuff today. So, you guys like my new jacket? Oh, my implant processor fell off. But look, I got this new limited edition jacket, hoodie sweatshirt from my kids' school store, and it matches my, well, not quite, but it looks good with my hearing implant and my hearing aid. Excuse me, I put a fabric cover on it, but excuse me, I do need to get a haircut, which I am doing on Tuesday evening. So anyway, we're gonna open up this package today, and I want to talk a little bit about it. This is from a shop on Etsy called CarterPrintingCo, and excuse any noise. There is a rabbit chewing over there on his little foods. So I had bought from them once before for my kids' not this previous birthday, but the previous birthday before. And their stuff was great. So I sent them, they have like 3D printed figurines and toys and things. The lighting makes it look like I have a mustache. I do not. I take it away. But anyway, I digress. I need to shower. Welcome to mom life. Constant mom buns and messy buns and just always so tired. But so I got this box and my kid picked out all of the things. They were for his birthday. Picked out all of the things he wanted from the shop. And we put them in the cart and I bought them. And then I messaged the shop and I was like, hey, my kid just had a birthday or whatever, and he's getting surgery on Wednesday. So we really like your products because they are easy, like small enough to fit in their hand and in my purse, but also easy to wash because we take them in and out of doctor's offices and hospitals, and sanitary is a thing. And I was wondering, he's getting surgery on Wednesday, which is the 11th of March. Almost said May, because I was talking about May field trips with one of the ladies from my kids' school. Anyways, so he's having surgery on March 11th. So I was wondering if it could come by March 10th. If I sell on Etsy, so I know how shipping can be a little bit weird. If you can't, I totally understand. But this would entertain him while he's waiting for his turn in surgery, and then in his hospital room, since he has to stay at least overnight. We don't know, maximum 3 days. But anyway, then I kid you not, an hour later, my shipping label was printed. And then 4 hours later, they sent me a message and they were like, I just got in contact with my shipping team and they'll have your order out to be there by the 10th or sooner. And it was supposed to be here by the 9th, but today is the 6th. I just had to look. Today is the 6th, and it's already here. It shipped same day that I sent the message. USPS had my order and had a tracking number. That is amazing customer service. And I was like, I'm going to give a good review. So I decided to make this video. I'm in my kids' schoolroom. You can see all the school supplies back there and some decorations. I need to change out these decorations and put up St. Patrick's Day decorations. But at any rate, I wanted to make this video. And I figured it would be great to do it in my kids' schoolroom because these are things, excuse me, for my kid. I'll show you. Let's open it up. Came in this box. I ordered 9 things. And I said to him, I was like, hey, yes, I'm using kids' school scissors because I am in school room. And I was like, hey, I know I ordered a big order. Like, I got a big order. So, if it's not possible to have my order out, then I totally understand. But I figured I'd ask anyway. Worst case scenario, you'd say no, right? So I got this. And they crossed off everything on my list, which means they printed my order form and they crossed off all the things. You can see they crossed off the things that I ordered to make sure that it was all on the list. Anyway, 9 items. And here we go. Here's what I got. Oh, there's some things I have not seen in person before. Some of these things are a repeat purchase, but I'm not going to talk about that. That's just, look at this, you guys. Okay, so I know it's a lot of plastic waste, but this is a pterodactyl skeleton. My kid is really into skeletons. And look at this. It supposedly stands up by itself. Yeah, oh my gosh, you guys, can you see this little man or woman? Whoa, stands up by himself. Not very easily. You gotta, sorry, I'm doing it with one hand. Give me one moment. Here I am playing with toys. It's hard to do it with one hand, so I'll position him. There, he stands up very easily. I just couldn't do it with one hand. So here's this little guy. He's a pterodactyl. He's so cute. I'm saying a skeleton's cute, but I love this because I've never seen this before. And look, the wings flap and it's very tail, everything. So I think the guy or the company, whatever, buys the prints from another company, like they're an authorized dealer, and they just print it with their own 3D printer. We did just get a 3D printer. Oh my goodness. But we still have to learn how to use it and get the filament and all the other stuff. But that's another story. This is really great. And I wouldn't give this to a kid who's really rough because this is a little bit thinner. And I could see this easily breaking. But my kid is super gentle. So I'm fine with him having it. And look, it stretches all the way out. So you can like hold it like this and then flap the wings. Yeah. This is a fun little fidget. And he likes to play with them. Not just fidget with it. Mostly playing with them. The fidget is just a nice touch. But this is so cool. And the printing is great. It's so smooth. They always have to say there could be some deformities with the printing. But there's none on this at all. And the head turns all the way around. There's nothing sticky. Does his mouth move? Oh my goodness, his mouth moves. This little part in his head. Oh, it's so... Does his head supposed to come off? Okay, yeah, his head's supposed to come off. Okay, it's on a joint, so it looks like they printed this in multiple pieces, and this head, his head is like a ball joint, and then there's a hole in here, and it sticks on. Great. That is so cool. Are these all? Okay, so everything else was printed in one piece. The head is just separate because it's a ball joint. But look how cool that is. I could just play with these all day. This is going to be a long video if any of you are watching, just FYI. But I don't recommend this for rough kids. But otherwise, yeah, it's very good. So my 10-year-old is so rough, I wouldn't give any of these to him because he'll just break them in a second. He needs like a tough rubber toy that he can't break. You know what I mean? But this is so awesome. Yeah. All right. And it stands up. That's even cooler. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Okay. That is so fun. He loves skeletons. So that's going to be great. And I'm going to package this all up so that he can open it himself. But oh, whew, that is so cool. Thank you, CarterPrintingCo. All right. That is that. Of course, choking hazard. These pieces can easily come off. Don't give them to too young of kids or any rough kids. Now, the rest came in this bag. So, we're going to go through it. I think that one came separately, mostly because probably it's a little bit more delicate. All right. Ooh, here's some stuff I haven't seen before. Look, it's a monkey. I said it like that because my kid says it like that. He has a speech impediment. Part of a birth defects. Anyways, this is a monkey. Look, his tail. I'm pretty sure if you put it on a hook, oh, it can hang on your finger. Oh, and look. You can spin it. I'm not going to do it because you can't see in the video, but you can do it like this. But look, you can spin it, and he can literally hang like this on your finger. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Can his hands hang too? Yeah, his hands are C-shaped, cupped, so they can hang too. That's cool. And it's all fidgety. And his tail is fidgety and his legs are fidgety. Does he stand up? Let's see. Oh my goodness. He stands up. Do you guys see? This little man stands up. Hold on. He stands up. He leans a little bit because he's probably top heavy because of his his head, but he stands up. And he stands up so much easier than the bird. But look at that, you guys. He stands up and he's fidgety. This is cool. Now, just FYI, my kid picked out all these things himself. So these are things he wanted. That's the monkey. Now, let's see what else came in this bag. One moment. Okay, here's another thing that goes with the skeleton. He wanted this mummy. This is things he picked out, like I said. So it's flat on one side. So it lays perfectly flat on one side. And then there is a defect on this one. Can you see the little? But again, that's the back and you won't even notice it. And it's so smooth, so who cares? But does this stands up too? Here's the mummy that stands up. And it's like this. Everything is fidgety. I feel like if you fidget, because it's a little tighter, if you fidget with this too hard, it will snap. Just so you know. But he's cute. And these were on sale. All these things that I bought were on sale. Oops. But even then, without the sale, they are still reasonably priced for what they are. I feel like the monkey is more bendy. See, I can twirl it and bend it a little bit more without it breaking. This one is much more tighter, so you could easily more break it. But look at this. It's a thicker plastic too, but it's hollow, so it doesn't weigh anything. And look, he stands up too. He is cute, and it's blue. That's my kid's favorite color. He likes mummies, so the mummy and the skeleton kind of go together. On the same lines of that is this. It's really funny. Okay, so what? Okay, I understand now. So he called this a skeleton with a weapon. So I was like, "Where's the weapon?" This is the Grim Reaper, and look. This is, you guys. It stands up, of course, but look, you guys. This is so hilarious. What happened to this print? Is it dirt? No. It got a little scratched in the printing part, but my kid won't even notice that. I'm just being extra particular, and I don't even care because it's perfect otherwise. Anyway, so this is so funny. He called this a skeleton with a weapon, and I was like, where's the weapon? But it fell out, and I didn't realize that the weapon was a separate piece. I thought it was all connected. So I feel like this could be easily lost. So I don't know if we want to take this out in public, but you can push this weapon in and it holds real tight. So look, the weapon's not falling out. So I probably wouldn't tell him that the weapon comes out at all. And I'll just leave it like this. But look, this is too hilarious. Look, it's so funny. It's the Grim Reaper. So he's not as bendy, but his arms do move. So the Grim Reaper and the mummy and the skeleton dino kind of go on the same lines. You can see what he likes. And on the same lines of this, I also goes the zombie. Why does the zombie have a hole in his head up here? I'm very confused. Is this supposed to be set up as a keychain? Maybe it is. You can put a keychain on it and it can be a little jiggly zombie. That's too funny. Look at his body. So we got the zombie, the mummy, the Grim Reaper, and the skeleton pterodactyl. I'm lining them all up here so you guys can see. I'm going to line them up. There you go. Can you see them all? There they are. There. The mummy, the mummy's here, but the zombie, the mummy, the Grim Reaper, and the skeleton pterodactyl. You can see what he likes, of course. These are really good quality, and they're not super delicate, and I know because I have bought from this shop once before. Normally they send a lot of extras, but my order was pretty big, so I think they were trying to get my order out in a hurry. I'm excited for this one. This was one I was really excited for. So my kid decided to pick out a another skeleton related thing, but he picked out a alligator, or I guess crocodile. Don't even know. I think they had it as alligator on the, maybe it was crocodile. What's on the list? Let's see. Rainbow skeleton. They called it a crocodile. Okay, so it's another skeleton, but it's a crocodile. So I'm going to scoot these other guys over so you can see. I'm going to move the camera down. This, ooh, don't fall off the table here. You can see he picked out rainbow. The other choice was this dark green, which I personally preferred. Looked more crocodile-ish, but he chose this. So this is crocodile. And I thought his mouth opened, but I guess it's just a fused mouth, which is totally fine. It does have pointy teeth, but the teeth are not sharp. They're rounded on the edges. But, yeah, so you can't hurt yourself. But here it is. I was doing it like this so you could see the whole thing. Oh, look, guys. It matches my outfit unintentionally. Oh, look, I match. And this one, too, unintentionally. But anyway, he's also really fidgety. And I like that these spikes are rounded on the tips, because I know he just bought the company just bought the print and they're licensed dealers, but whoever made this print, smart that it's rounded on the edges, because we got some dragons from Amazon and they are so sharp. And one of the reviews on Amazon said that they were banned in public schools because they are so sharp, and they are super sharp. If you're not careful, you can easily stab yourself. This is rounded and the print is so perfect. There's no jaggedy edges on any of this. Now, I didn't get any extras with this order, but that's because they tried to get my order out in a flash. Last time I got a bunch of extras, but I don't care about that. Anyway, like I got an extra from the shop, the last shop, not the last shop, but one of the orders that I got from them. I ordered one time previous from them, and I got this little guy. Little jiggly butt. What do they call it? Dumpy frog. I got that last time, and I'm trying to see if I can reach the other one that's over here. This was one of the extras they sent last time. Was this whale keychain. And he's also... he's also very flexible. That was from last time. So they do send extras usually, but I didn't get any this time. I'm not upset because they had amazing customer service getting my order out so flash. So there's this guy. He's very flexy. His legs are very flexy. They're bent permanently, just FYI. So don't try and pull it straight because that'll break. But it is super flexy, and he's very rough feeling. So it's not a smooth feeling, but look, you can see the scales, and he's super fun to just, jiggle around or whatever. And I like this. It's so lightweight. It feels like almost nothing. And now, one of my favorite parts. I bought this one before. This is a repeat buy. This is a, what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Does it say right here? No, it doesn't. Anyways, this thing changes color. It's heat sensitive. That's the word I was looking for. So it's a heat sensitive, so it will change color. I don't have my heat gun or my hair dryer here right now, and it's not temperature difference enough to be able to change color by taking it outside. So I'm going to hold it and just show you because I have really sweaty hands usually. But it does change color. This one changes from orange to yellow. I don't know if you can kind of see it changing in the camera, but it changes from orange to yellow. I'm going to hold this one for a while. And am I boring you by holding this? Can you see it changing at all? No. Let me hold this one for a while, and then I'll show you the other one. The other one we got is heat sensitive. It changes from light green to dark green. I'm going to hold these two for quite a while to try and warm them up and show you that they do change color. I don't know if I have enough warmth in my hands to show you, but they do change color. This one changes from light green to from dark green to light green. So I'm assuming that the dark green is when it's cooler and the light green is when it's warmer. And I know because I've had this one before. This one changes to yellow when it's warm. And I thought that was really cool. And then we also got this one, which changes from purple to pink. I don't know. Changes from a different color. But they have other snakes on there, but the way that these snakes feel, I'm surprised my kid didn't get a blue one. He didn't get a blue snake. Blue is his favorite color. Anyway, this plastic, the heat-sensitive thermal-regulating plastic, feels much different than the regular filament, the regular plastic. So the regular snakes feel different than this. This is like lighter weight and more of a plasticky feeling. The other snakes kind of feel a little bit more of a wooden type plastic. You know, have you ever had like those wooden snakes, the little snake toys that you get at like a toy store? I don't know if those are still a thing, but that's kind of how those feel. This feels really lightweight and plasticky in comparison. Personally, I like the feeling of these a little bit more. But, you know, and what's great about these is they're really hard to break. See, look. I just made a funny face. Excuse me, but yeah, you can break them, but it's very, very hard. So this is great for a little bit more rough kids. But these three also change into color. So maybe I'll do a video separately one day of changing these. Let me see. There we go. Fogging up my glasses. Can you see it kind of changing? Not even enough to show you in the video, but it is changing. See, there's a little bit of pink. It was changed for a minute, but anyway, you saw a little bit that it changes. And then this one, changes to yellow. It can't change. Anyways, this one changes. Like in this one is much more of a color difference that you can see on camera because it's dark to light significantly. Probably the light green as well. Anyways, you see it changing a little bit? It's lighter. I'll do a whole video about these snakes and bring a heat gun or a hair dryer to change the color for you guys. But, yeah, this is CarterPrintingCo. I'm going to line up all the things that we just got. So we got the 3 snakes, and these were on sale. So I paid for the snakes. They were $7.25 for the snakes. And I got the 3 snakes. I'm lining them up here. And then we've got this skeleton alligator with crocodile, excuse me. I paid for the skeleton crocodile $6.75. Now, mind you, a lot of these things, most of them are all on sale. But this shop has a lot of sales quite frequently, so you might want to look out for that. And then, so like favorite the shop or follow them or whatever, so that way you can see when they have sales, because they have sales all the time. And then I got this zombie, which was $7.25. And then I got this mummy, which was also $7.25. And I got this Grim Reaper, which was $6.25. Now, mind you, I didn't pay these prices because I did get them on sale. These are just the price that they are. I paid like $5 because they were like 10% off on all these things. So whatever price So I don't know why the video cut off, but I was talking about the monkey. Excuse me for that. I'll add this into the next part of the video. But the monkey was $6.75. Now, mind you, everything was like 10% off. So take 10% off of everything that I'm talking about. These are just the prices that they are. And then, what else am I missing? Oh, the pterodactyl. Regular price for this pterodactyl is... Sorry, I must be running low on storage as to why my video keeps ending. Sorry, I was looking for the head of this pterodactyl. So just FYI, the head does come off quite easily. So that might not be something for somebody who's going to go really hard with it, because this head will pop off. Anyway, like I said, this is for a gentle kid, or adult, who knows, whoever likes to play with this. Anyway, so the skeleton pterodactyl was $6.75, full price. So yeah, let me line all these guys up and show you what I got. Sorry for this long video, but hopefully you liked it. Okay, so let me put my order form over there. And here's all the things we got. And yeah, here they all are. I'm going to do the video sideways just so you can see them all. Hopefully it's not super sideways for you guys. But there it is, pterodactyl. 3 color changing snakes. Look out for my video on the color changing. I got a mummy, a zombie, the Grim Reaper, and a monkey. Anyways, woo, one fell down. Thank you so much. I feel like I could be fidgeting with these forever. But yeah, thank you so much to CarterPrintingCo. And you have the most amazing customer service, and you came through for me. Also, thank you to you. As I was saying when the video abruptly cut off, thank you to CarterPrintingCo for your amazing customer service and good quality products. You really came through for me and my kiddo. Also, thank you to USPS for getting my order here way faster than expected. It was supposed to come on the 9th, and it's like 3 days early, 4 days early, something like that. Anyway, great. So this was CarterPrintingCo, and yeah, stay tuned to see these snakes changing colors at some point, and I'll see you guys later. I am going to go package these up nicely so that my kid can play with them, and I'm surprised they stuffed them all into this small bag. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming. Let me know what other fidgets you like, or where you buy yours, and what's good quality, because these are awesome to take on the go, and they're easily put away. So, and easy to wash. That's another thing. So let me know what you like, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks again, and bye. I'm going to let myself out. You guys can hang out and let me know what you're doing later. Talk to you later. Bye.